Namaste, this is Aparna from 𝙎𝙝 Connections, and I am coming to you with another very important yoga asanas that can help to relieve your back pain and strengthen your back and keep the back pain away. So you can even do it as a preventative measure so that you don't get back pain. But even if you have back pain, you can still do this yoga pose, but like any other exercise, it is important that if you have any severe acute issues with your back, especially if the vertebrae are herniating into each other, or if you have bulging disc or slip disc, then do consult a yoga teacher or your doctor, whether if it is suitable for you or not. So I want to also say that we are going to do International Yoga Day celebration, which is happening on 20th of June, Sunday, and it will be a half-day retreat. And there are a lot of yoga teachers from India and Ireland will be providing the sessions. And by attending and joining this session, you will also be supporting all the suffering that is happening in India at the moment. So I'm sure if you are in Ireland, you would have seen in the news, in the Irish news, that India is going through a very challenging time with COVID-19 at present, because many peoples are dying, fires are burning day and night. There isn't any oxygen supply left. There is no beds available for COVID patients in the hospital. So people have no other option but to just be at the mercy of God or see if they can arrange some kind of medical help for them. So it is a very sad time, but if you want to support, there are a couple of options. If you want to support a country that is home to yoga by doing your bit, then either you can book your ticket for our upcoming Meet International Yoga Day, and all the details are on 𝙎𝙝 Connections Facebook page and also on Ireland India Council Facebook page and website. So if you don't know still how to find the information, then you can email me 𝙎𝙝connections@gmail.com. So it is SHUBH, 𝙎𝙝 Connections@gmail.com. And the other way you can help is by checking the Ireland India Council. And Ireland India Council are doing a big fundraising to send immediate medical supplies, oxygen concentrators, and all sort of medicines to India. So if you would like to support, I will really look forward to getting your support for India. So let's start with today's practice, where I'm going to just show you one particular asana that is extremely good for back pain. So I will show you this back bend, which has many variations, but we will focus mainly on two. The first one is Salamba Bhujangasana, and the second one is Bhujangasana itself. So we will see what is the difference between the two and how they are done. So I will practically demonstrate you as well, but first I want to explain you that why these two poses play a very important role in keeping your back supple, healthy, and free of pain. If you notice that these 33 vertebrae in the spine are stacked on top of each other, and the way they stay in the spine is that they don't move very much, because it is not a freely movable joint. There are three types of joints in the body. One is freely movable joint, like your arms, like your hip joint, and they can move in any which way. But this joint in the spine is not like that. It is called slightly movable joint, or also called cartilaginous or compressible joint. So these joints move by rubbing into each other or by pressing into each other. So there is a small disc in between each vertebrae, and this disc has some gel-like material, and this gel-like material acts like a cushion in between the spines. So as we age, you won't believe, from the age of 35, this gel-like material and the disc starts to become less and less. And the space between the vertebrae starts to become dehydrated and degenerated. And I don't want to scare you, because aging is a natural process, and our spine and body is built in to deal with any of the changes that take place due to aging process. But it is up to us to look after our body and to keep it ageless and healthy. So in that regard, this slightly movable joint gives us power to move it and keep it healthy. And that's why all the yoga poses that involve back bend, forward bend, and twist, all the spinal twist, they're all extremely healthy for back. But of course, if you have no back issues, no back pain, then you can do any of those within the limits, not to be pushing through any bends, whether it is forward bend or backward bend. But very important point to notice is that if you have a severe back pain or acute back issues, then you must avoid forward bend and only do back bends. But that too requires some kind of modification. So I would say, if you have a severe back pain, you shouldn't practice yoga on your own unless you have a very solid foundation of yoga. You must consult a teacher and see what kind of exercises are suitable for you. So let's begin with the Sphinx pose and the Cobra pose, which is a Salamba Bhujangasana and Bhujangasana. And before I do that, I would like to send this prayer to all the people who are suffering in India from my heart. And I'm sure you will join me. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free of disease. May all beings can see what is good for them. Om, peace, peace, peace. So to practice this asana, you need to lie on your belly. So I'm going to lie down on my belly, and I will keep explaining you the subtle difference between Salamba Bhujangasana and Bhujangasana. Because Salamba Bhujangasana is more suitable for beginners who have no experience of yoga, or those who have wrist injury, or their fingers are very painful, or those who do not have much strength in their back. So somebody who has hurt their lower back, so if they have a lot of lumbar spinal issues of herniated disc or anything like that, then the Sphinx pose or Salamba Bhujangasana would be more suitable. But somebody who has a healthy back and has no underlying issues with the back and just want to practice and build the strength in the back, then they can do Bhujangasana as many times as they like. So they can do 10 repetitions, they can do 20. I've heard even people doing no other yogasana but only Bhujangasana doing 100 times. And that itself exercises your head, your neck, your arms, and your torso and your chest area. And even if you keep your both legs active and engaged, then your legs get exercise as well. That means no area of your body is left untouched with this Sphinx pose. So let's begin by lying on your tummy. So keeping your chin on the mat and your both arms on the side of the body, palms facing up. From here, you can simply move your arms to rest on the side of the head. So your forearms are resting on the side of the head and palms facing down. And start to lift your chin as you inhale. Lift your chin and chest and upper abdomen off the mat. You can stay as down as you like, or you can lift a little bit more up. Make sure that your shoulder joint and elbow joint are in same alignment and your both forearms are resting on the mat. Your top of the feet are on the mat and your both legs are active and engaged. And look at the space between the two arms and breathe. And keeping your head and neck in the alignment with the spine. This is a Sphinx Pose. And this is 𝙎𝙪𝙚𝙚𝙚𝙚 for beginners. A very gentle back bend. And as you can see that here, mostly the power is being used from the upper extremity. And then when you get tired, you can exhale and come down. Bringing your forehead on the mat. Inhale, lift your head and chest and stay there for the count of 20. And come down. Inhale, lift your head and chest for 𝙎𝙪𝙚𝙚𝙚𝙚. Exhale and come down. Now rest in between the pose by placing your palms on top of each other and resting your forehead on top of the hand, on the back of the hand. And breathe 5 times to relax. And release. And now release your hands on the side of the shoulder. Place your chin on the mat. Bring your elbows close to the rib cage. We are practicing now 𝙀𝙤𝙤𝙚𝙀𝙀 or Cobra Pose. Bring your 2 feet close to each other. Legs straight, active and engaged. Try not to hold any tension or tightness in the neck. Inhale and lift your head and chest and upper abdomen off the mat. Keeping the elbows close to the rib cage. This is Cobra Pose or 𝙀𝙤𝙤𝙚𝙀𝙀. Exhaling, coming down. And doing repetitions at your own pace. Inhale up. Exhale, chin to the mat. Inhale, pressing through the palm, lifting the chest. And this is a back bend, which is more deeper than Sphinx. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And release your arms in the same way. Bend your elbows, hands on top of each other. and rest your forehead on top of the hands. From here you can lift your head and place your palms of the hand to cup your face, elbows resting on the mat, and just look ahead and rest. You can also bend your knees like a child who is watching a TV. Just you can move your legs up and down, exercising your knee joint. You can also move your legs side by side, a small mini version of windshield wiper. And relax your legs and come down on the mat. And when you're ready, turn on your side. And come to sit. So this was our difference between the Sphinx and Cobra. Hope you will keep practicing yoga and keep your body and mind healthy and inspire others to do yoga. So if you are inviting your friends, your family in practice of yoga, you are doing good to the world by making more yogis. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining.